Hello friends and welcome to Mechanistic Pharmacology once again. Today we are going to learn very important title, that is human immunodeficiency virus. So let's go through it. Contents of the lecture: human immunodeficiency virus, its types, structure along with its replication. Human immunodeficiency virus belongs to lentivirus family. Friends, this is also called as retrovirus. Retro means reverse. HIV causes reverse transcription by an enzyme called reverse transcriptase, that is viral RNA dependent DNA polymerase. Friends, HIV is spread via contact with body fluids, especially during unprotected sex. Therefore, it can lead to a deadly disease said to be AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. This virus firstly identified in the year 1981. Friends, basically these are of two types. However, they differ in their nucleic acid content with varied pathogenicity, and both viruses, that is HIV-1 as well as HIV-2, attacks CD4 cells of lymphocytes and mononuclear phagocyte. Friends, both viruses are responsible to cause this deadly disease said to be AIDS. Now coming towards their types, so first type is HIV-1, which is more common as compared to HIV-2, that is less common as well as rarely occurred. Friends, in India, however, there are both cases of HIV-1 as well as HIV-2. However, more commonly HIV-1 virus is spread and have its pathogenicity in Indian subcontinents. Friends, this HIV-1 identified in the year 1983 and HIV-2 is in 1985. HIV-1 is more virulent as compared to HIV-2. HIV-1 is more transmitted as compared to HIV-2. Lastly, friends, the identification test for HIV is ELISA or Western blot. The sampling done by a lab technician is either using saliva, serum or urine. Now let's move towards structure of HIV. Friends, it is a round ball shaped structure, possesses single strands of RNA. Friend, it is very complex and different from other normal cell. The outermost layer of HIV is an lipoprotein envelope followed by capsid, that is core of protein. Friends, the envelope takes part of the host cell membrane as the virus leaves and make membrane for itself. So this part is extremely important. Now this envelope also has some proteins in it that help the virus to invade towards the next host cell. Now these are called as a knob like structure called as surface proteins or glycoproteins. These are glycoprotein 41 as well as GP120. Friends, these proteins help the virus to attach CD4 receptor on the host cell, and they help the HIV to fuse with the cell membrane and enter the cell. GP stands for glycoprotein, which is a protein with a carbohydrate. Now, they cause direct interaction with the CD4 cells to infect them, and they are encoded by certain gene, and the name of the gene is ENV. Now, heading towards its inside structure, so there is a nucleocapsid. Friends, this is equipped with few enzymes. So, the first enzyme is protease. Friends, protease is responsible for the process of budding and maturation of new viral particles. Secondly, nucleocapsid contain another enzyme that is called as integrase. Integrase is responsible for the insertion of HIV genetic material, that is DNA, into the host cell's chromosome. Now, finally, it contains a very important enzyme known as reverse transcriptase. In other words, this is also called as viral RNA dependent DNA polymerase. Friends, this is responsible for the process of reverse transcription, where DNA is transcripted from RNA. Now, very important points here, that all these three enzymes, that is protease, integrase as well as reverse transcriptase, they are encoded by their specific genes as well as their regulatory proteins. So, what are these genes? These genes are GAG or POL. Now, friends, coming towards the regulatory proteins that are equipped with this HIV. Now, these are polyproteins, and which is an acronym given for group antigen. Now, these regulatory proteins are of three types, that is TET, which is a powerful regulator of transcription, then REV, that is REV, causes translation, and importantly NEF, which downregulates CD4 cells, MHC class 1 protein as well as T cell receptor present over lymphocytes. Friends, these regulatory proteins thus causes damage of immune system so severely that it can no longer defend itself, and therefore the average survival rate of this deadly disease is approximately 10 to 15 years only if left untreated. So, this is a complex structure of HIV which is very different from the normal cell. Now, heading towards replicative cycle of HIV. Friend, this is a hypothetical structure of human immunodeficiency virus as well as this is a host cell. Friends, like other viruses, human immunodeficiency virus also required host cell in order to replicate. However, it supply some of its own particles also during the process of replication. Friends, this deadly virus enter inside the host cell, and the first thing it needs to do is reverse transcription. That is, it causes this process and some of its RNA genome is get inside the host cell where it replicates. So, friends, let's understand one by one the steps of its replication. Now, the first step is the entry. Friends, human immunodeficiency virus or retrovirus via their glycoproteins, especially GP120 binds to CD4 receptor present over the host cell surface. Now, this GP120 we already know is encoded via ENV gene. Friends, this binding is not sufficient to enter inside the host cell, but they also require to bind to certain receptor present on macrophages or lymphocytes. So, these receptors are CCR5 receptor present over the macrophages or monocytes, or either CXCR4 receptor present over the lymphocytes. Therefore, friends, after both binding, conformational changes occurs to this complex structure, and therefore another glycoproteins, that is glycoprotein 41, causes fusion or penetration of viral envelope with the plasma membrane of host cell. Friends, after the fusion process, uncoating begins, and when the uncoating occurs, the capsid is released, and now enzyme reverse transcriptase causes conversion of viral RNA into viral DNA. Friends, after the DNA has been made, the next step is the integration. The newly made DNA is inserted inside the host cell genome. This means that even if the HIV is not actively making new virus particle, its genetic information is being copied every time an infected cell replicates, and this is one of the reason why it is so difficult to get rid of the HIV infection. Friends, here the transportation of this segment into the host cell nucleus occurs via enzyme integrase and thus produces provirus. Now, transcription and translation begins, and RNA is exported outside the cytoplasm, and translation continued to produce structural proteins and other type of proteins. Friends, during this complex process, budding occurs or initiates where new virions get assembled and they mature via protease action, and therefore budding occurs followed by the release of infected virions outside the cell membrane to infect other healthy cells. Friends, therefore, till immunity declines, this process continues, and therefore the immunity declines and so severely damage of immune system occurs that a person is not able to withstand with a common infection. Friends, up till now we had learned what is HIV, what are their different types, along with its structure as well as the replicative cycle. Now, dear students, there are number of anti-HIV drugs which work on these different steps of replication to inhibit or limit the rate of replication. So, in the next lecture, we will discuss how individual drugs or anti-HIV, which is also called as antiretroviral drugs, can limit or stop this deadly virus replication in a significant manner. We will also learn new treatment modalities, so stay tuned with me, and I hope you got a better insight about HIV replication, and if yes, then hit like button for motivation. Thank you all. Thank you very much.